The U.S. Army has denied award of Purple Heart medals to survivors of the deadly Fort Hood shooting, saying service personnel wounded in the attack did not suffer their injuries in a combat zone. Army psychiatrist Nidal Malik Hassan opened fire in an Army personnel processing center on November 5, 2009. He killed 13 and injured 32 before being severely injured by police. Eyewitnesses have said Hassan shouted Allahu Akbar before shooting. A subsequent Army investigation into Hassan's service record found he appeared to support Islamicism and was angry about U.S. military interventions in Iraq and Afghanistan. Army lawyers said that Hassan's victims, many of whom were bound for Iraq or Afghanistan, had not been shot in a war. Their injuries, rather, were the result of workplace violence. Prosecutors also said giving Purple Hearts to Hassan's victims might give Hassan status as a legal enemy combatant in the war on terrorism and give him Geneva Convention protection as a prisoner of war. The Purple Heart wound ribbon is awarded for injuries suffered in combat. A Purple Heart wearer is eligible to some preference in obtaining government work and access to health facilities. He or she often is, in addition, considered a war hero by other Americans. Major Hassan's trial has been repeatedly sidetracked, most recently over disputes on whether or not the Army may force him to shave off a beard he has grown as a prisoner. Neil Scher, the New York-based lawyer for the Fort Hood victims, called the Army decision rubbish and unprecedented. He said that the only thing the government has done is guarantee anything done to help the victims will effectively impair and prevent Hassan's prosecution. Statements compiled by the support group Fort Hood Heroes were more direct.
That's not workplace violence. That's terrorism. And I pray every night that somebody will finally care enough to make it what it really is.
Hassan remains paralyzed from the waist down from gunshot injuries. His trial begins in July. Prosecutors are likely to seek the death penalty.